once you know the idea how to use this package, right? Most of the people in offices, like earlier we used to have typewriter. Earlier we used to have typewriters, or you may say there is nothing like a computer type of thing on which you can generate reports or like this. But this package offers you a memo type of, like, you can create memos, you can write reports, you can maintain timetables, you can make anything, because it provides you various functions within a single package, right? So let us start with that and understand how it works, how its windows look like. So this is our document. On the top of this document, you may see document 1 is written. So whenever you open the document, you will see this part, that is document 1, and the extension of this file is doc. Right? It is not, this package is not only for students or teachers, it is meant for all of you who are using the computers, right? Like a session on how to create a Gmail account, or how to sign up with Gmail, or any other mail, you have mail servers, or any other server you are using. So the basic thing is you need to know how to log in into your account. So when you are creating some reports, this is the basic package which everyone nowadays are using. Even as a teacher, I need to prepare a paper. I need to make different reports, minutes of meetings. There could be wide range of applications which can be used, which can be prepared using a document, that is MS Word. Now the area outlined in red is called the title, right? The first part of the document is called the title bar, where document 1 is written. So if you are going to save your name, if you want to change the name, you just go to file tab, file menu, and then save the file with some name, right? It displays the name of the program in which you are, right? Then we have is, this file has not yet been saved. So I told you document 1 is the default name for the MS Word. Document 1, if I am going to open document 2, I can open document 3, and so on. Right? So this is basic thing which we need to know. The bar that is coming at the top of the MS Word is title bar, showing the name of the file. And I told you how to save the file. File name dot doc extension, yeah, docx, right? Now let us understand these three icons you may be using in your PowerPoint, you may be using in your Excel, you may be using in your any MS Office package. So there are three buttons that are available at the corner of the document. The first that talks about minimize. The second that contains maximize the window. The third, close the program, close the window. So the first talks about minimize the window. Second talks about maximize the window, and the third one is closing the window. These three buttons are almost on every window of the Windows based platform. I told you this thing again, this thing is repeated, and they are basically on the top right side of the window. Now let us see the first icon, the first button, that is minimize. It basically, the function of this part is to minimize the window, right? The second part is to maximize the window, and the third part is to close the window, right? Now let us see the different word window, the different options that are available in our window word document, right? The first is the title bar. This side you may see a small toolbar that is containing three buttons that just now I have explained. Then quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar is basically holding those commands which you frequently used, like saving the document, undo or redo, right? For setting the margins, you may directly go to the margins option, or you may set with the help of rulers. At the end of this, at the bottom of this window, you will find out the status bar, which is holding how many pages this document have, how many words are written in this document, right? So summarization part is at the bottom of the window. Now there are number of buttons that are available on the bottom of this page. Viewing options, basically you may select the document view, you may select the page view, page by page it will come, or simple like normal view which we have on our screen. Zoom slider is what? Zoom slider, it is to zoom in into the document. You may increase the size, you may decrease the size. Scroll bar is basically a vertical scroll bar is used for moving into the top to bottom, like what we have on our mobiles. Same, right? Now, this means like you when you are putting some wrapping up sentence, wrapping up of words, you may be using some punctuation marks and returning that document with some these commands. So I will be doing hands-on this particular thing also. We will have such kind of things. The most important part of your document is your keys on your keyboard and whatever you are doing on your document. The first part is we have left arrow. So whenever we type anything, it is starting with the left part. Right arrow for right, up and down, same. Home, beginning of the line, and end of the line. Page up, top of the page, right? Page down, next page. Toggle switches. So these are the punctuation marks, or you may say the toggle switches which are available on the document window. Then we have spacing between words. You may have single spacing. If you want to increase it, you may increase it. If you have some border in your page, you may have borders in your page also. So I will be showing after completing this how we use word in our like what are the different commands we have in a word format. So this is hard page break marker, which is showing this. This is a page break, and then we are starting with the new page. Then we have the most important part, page numbers. How to insert the page numbers in our Word document, right? So in this part, we will be going into the tab that is Insert tab. Now, Insert tab is not only containing this page numbers. There may be headers, something like in your template, like you have some, you may say, what is that template is there, which is holding some headings, right? And that is something is printed on your document and it should hold some headings. So you may type it in the header part. And if you want this header to be reflected in other pages too, right? So maybe like most of the people are using this kind of thing. Uh, when we have to have some constant text that is to be printed on each page of the document. So we may define it in the header section or the footer section, right? And there are other commands also which we have in our document, that is placement options. You may have bottom, you may have now where we are going to insert the page number. There are number of options at the top of the page, left, right. You may assign it. What is the format for that? How to have such kind of like documents, like you may be inserting headers and footers, you may be inserting some hyperlinks or bookmarks. So all these options are available in which command? That is insert tab. Apart from this, you want to insert a table, right? You may insert it with this command only, insert table. You want to insert some online pictures, or you have some pictures on your desktop. You may be using the picture icon. You can select the picture icon, select, and then select the option you want to download it, who you want to have your pictures inserted from online sources, online tools, or from your device. Clip art, any type of picture you may insert it, any shapes you want to insert it, smart art you want to do, or you may have some charts, you may have some graphs into your Word document, you can take it. And then screenshot. This is very very important. Like if you want to take the screenshot, you directly go into the insert tab. Then we have is, I told you, we can format the page number too. So once we have selected the page number, now another special window will appear which is coming under the section design. Under design, you may have the different formats of numbers to be inserted as a page number. It could be 1, 2, 3, it could be numeric, it could be ABC, it could be anything in any format. You may be starting the page number from the first page or from the remaining pages. So select with the help of this option that is coming under page number, and a design tab, a special tab will appear once you select the page number. You can format it, and you can even you can have, if you want to change some header part, like suppose I am taking what I would say for that case, in that case, like I want a letter, I'm going to write a letter to some bank, to some bank official. So what I'm going to do is I'm just taking it as header and inserting the date or time and page number. It is just for example I'm taking. Or like you have companies, a name, mobile number, address. So these all are treated as an like you are going to type in the header section only. In footer section, mostly we have our phone numbers, email IDs, or page numbers. Right. So these are some standard things, some default things like we are following. You may change it, you may customize it according to your requirement, right? So there are different display formats too, which you can change it. It is not fixed, you can customize as per your requirement, right? You may require my page number should not be there on my first page of the document, it should start from fourth page. You may do it, because there is an option. You may go to this design tab, and under design tab just select the page number format and then page numbering. So it is going to ask you from which page number you are going to start. You may select it. The page numbers will be displayed according to that. Now let us see what are cover pages, how to make cover pages, how many templates are there, how to use them. So in insert only you have cover page, and in the cover page, like something, you have some designs you want, you have some report kind of thing you are maintaining, so you have some template kind of thing. So what you are going to do is you have some attractive the front page or the cover page of the magazine, and then later on you have your content in the other pages. So you may do so with the help of cover pages. Then we have is, suppose I don't have, are some options which I need to have on my quick access toolbar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to the categories options. word options, and there I need to select it and add it to customize my quick access toolbar. I may add it, I may delete it also. I may add it, I may delete it also. So it is going into the file tab, selecting the settings. Under settings, you may select the quick access toolbar or whatever you want to customize. Suppose I want to customize my ribbon bar. There should be format painter, there should be ruler, there should be other commands. By default, it is showing some of the commands, but I want some other commands because I use them very frequently. So I may be adding them, and the commands which I am not going to use it, I may be removing them. So it is, you can customize your options. This is the main advantage with Word document. Now let us see more commands in this. You may have some headers and footers on your Word file. Like I told you, header will be containing whatever you write in this header part. It would be reflecting in all the pages of the document. And the same is with your footer part also. If you want to print anything on all the pages of your document, you may be selecting it as header or footer part. So this is the main advantage. And then you can select it where to print, where to have, like in between you want to insert something, or you can format that too. You can customize that too. Like you may have some date and time kind of feature, or some address, some different styles, some pictures. You may add anything to your headers and footers too. Then we have text wrapping. Text wrapping is, suppose you want to wrap your text, right? You may use it, right? Plus breaks in your documents, that too you may have. Page layout is very important, and the one thing, like sometimes we want in our document page borders for making the reports, for making the documents more attractive, and most important is spacing between lines. It could be before, it could be after, or top may, or it is at the bottom. So you can change it, you can customize that too using margins or line spacing. If you want to have some space, then you can use the line spacing command. Now let us see some more things to header and footer. In header and footer tools, we have previous and next option also, link to previous, link to next, section number. If like anyone wants some section number, he may be using that too with the help of header and footer command. Watermarks. Sometimes we need watermarks. Like for my company, I am going to have a watermark template. I am going to design my template. That is, like sometimes we requires those pages that should contain the header and should have the watermark on my page. So what I am going to do is I am going to the page layout command tab and then select the watermark. Right? You may select your, you can make your own watermark. You may select any picture and then set it as watermark. So it could be anything. It is not, you cannot customize that part. So you can customize, you can have your saved watermarks also. Then we have other options like possible spelling errors. Nowadays, everyone is using thesaurus, or you may have some review commands. Under review tab, you may be using some commands which are basically used for checking the spellings, checking the spaces. So the Word document itself giving you an error by giving a red line or a blue line, so it makes some sense. Right, like it's giving in red, so that means some grammatical error or some spelling error is there in your document. Suppose it's a blue line, that means some spacing error is there. So every line has its own meaning, right? You can view the document I told you in the last previous slides also, like how to view the document. You may have a full screen reader where you can open the document and it is open in a full screen. Basically it is only used when some tables are coming out of your document. You cannot shrink it. So what you can do is you change the views and just shrink it or expand it, and then you can take out the printout. So different views are meant for those purpose only, for basically for maintaining, for checking whether you are having the right type of like printout, or the printer is like giving you a command. You are giving a command to the printer and it is saying 2 pages, and you want that pages to be in landscape or portrait mode. So these are other options that we have in our Word document. Very, very important thing. Sometimes some pictures are there in our document, some text in our document, and that is too small, we cannot read them. So there is an option, that is zoom zoom command, through which you can zoom in and zoom out of the window. You can increase it, you can decrease it too, right? And even like if you are 100% is not required, then you can move it to 200% as well, right? So this is how we can zoom in and zoom out of the command. Then we have, like in this view we have many pages, all the pages in our single window. If I want to edit something, I just click on the page where I want to insert something or delete something. I may be directly jumping into that part. The most important part and the last part of this MS Word document is how to save the document. So how to save the document? Just move to the File tab, File menu. In the File menu, you may select Save option. When you are saving the file, give a relevant name and then save it with the doc extension or docx extension. So according to your windows, like formats are there. You may have Word 97 2003 format. You may have other formats too. So what you can do is you just open the drag drop down list and select the format which you want. Right. Suppose I am making a document, I am saving it as, I don't want anybody to change that. So I may be using the PDF. You cannot change it. You cannot make changes in the PDF file, right? So I directly using the PDF extension for saving that, right? So there are different options which are available for saving a document, right? I hope you have understood the different commands and the different options that are available in our Word document, in our Word file, right? So this is the most important one. Again, I have repeated because this slide only, this is very, very important slide on which we have the first bar, which is title bar, right? And on the left hand side of this title bar, we would be having quick access toolbar, which you can see it can be customized too. There are very less options that are appearing on this quick access toolbar. You may change it, you may add more features to this, right? Whereas when we have on the bottom of this document, we have some view buttons. We have the zoom slider too. Zoom slider means we are just zooming in and zooming out of the window, increasing the size of the window, right? And on the right hand side, you may see the scroll bar, right? On the left hand side, you may see the rulers which is basically maintaining the margins on the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, and then we have is how many documents, how many pages are there in your document. We will be having on a status bar, like how many words are there, how many documents are there, how many pages are there in your document. So at the end of this window, you may see on the taskbar how many pages are there in your document and how many words it is holding, right? Besides all these options, we have other option also, like if you want to open a file, you may open it from the file menu. If you want to print anything, you want to check out your print preview. So these commands are also available on your window of MS Word document, right? And the most important feature, how to insert a table, how to make a report, how to make your report more attractive, how to make the company headers. You may prepare it with the help of headers and footers, which is including the address and the company name, some logos, anything you want to insert it, you can make it with the help of MS Word, right? So these are the some you may say some options that are available in the Word file, which basically helps you out in designing, in preparing your report, right? I hope you have understood each of the command and you will be using how to use this MS Word, right? So this is the most frequently used options in our daily life, right? And the main thing we have is our all the tool, all the you may see on the this menu: file, home, insert, page layout, references, mailing, review. Mail merge option is also there. We will be learning about mail merge in the coming sessions also, right? I hope you have understood the functions, and we will have more sessions on Word, MS Word package. Thank you.